Welcome everybody to the first ever segment of Oh, You Didn't Know? And in this segment, I will tell you rulings. And I'm gonna tell you stuff you don't or probably don't know or probably forgotten or whatever. But I'm gonna tell you stuff that hey, you might not know. That's just like the title says. So, today I'm going to be talking about Machina Fortress. Machina Fortress. It's one pretty good card used in machine type decks, Machina Geargia, Machina Gadgets, Machina, uh, Machina card crew. There's a lot of different variants you could throw Machinas into. So I'm going to tell you rulings on basically the special summon part of this card's ability. So, first of all, Machina Fortress is an inherent special summon. That means that you cannot stop Machina Fortress with these cards. That means if I discard my Machina Fortress and another machine type monster, you cannot DD Crow, you cannot Macrocosmos. Why? Because you cannot chain to the special summoning of this card. I mean, yeah, if this card is special summoned successfully, you could bottomless it, but when I'm discarding this card and another machine type monster, you cannot chain DD Crow and target Machina Fortress and remove it from play. You can't do that. You cannot chain Macrocosmos, and I don't even know how you would explain that. You cannot do that. So this card comes out to the field. When this card hits the field or whatever, if this card would to hit the field, you cannot use this or this. You cannot T-King Machina Fortress. You cannot Silent Judgment Machina Fortress. All you Machina Gadgets, Machina Geargia, Machina Karakuri, Machina, whatever Machina variant that you use this card in, you have to. It's a must. It's an absolute must. You must know your rulings, especially on cards like this. Machina Fortress. So, like I said, this is an inherent special summon. T-King cannot do anything about it. DD Crow cannot remove it before the special summon. Neither can Macrocosmos somehow. Cannot Solemn Judgment this card. Got it? Good. Now, the reason why I brought this card up is because I've been seeing a lot of players who think they could do this, not only in real life, but online too. And you can look this up yourselves. It's all over the internet that this card cannot be affected by these cards. So I'm just trying to let the world know, all the players, all the duelists who run this card in their deck, I'm trying to let them know so they won't go to a regionals or YCS and be like, I'm gonna discard this card and red gadget. And I'm trying to make sure that when they discard these two, their opponent does not somehow interrupt this with DD Crow, removing this guy from play before it's even special summon, because that's just impossible. You can't do that. I mean, if your opponent was able to do that, that would mean I could max C when my opponent tries to summon Cyber Dragon. I can max C when my opponent tries to summon BLS. Another thing, you cannot max C to BLS in the beginning summoning. You cannot do that. When your opponent removes from play one light and one dark, that is not your time to chain. You cannot chain, you cannot interrupt that at all. It's just a summoning condition. Just like Grapha. When your opponent has Beige on the field and a Grapha engrave, and they bounce they bounce beige. You cannot DD Crow Grapha. That just can't happen. Grapha is doing his summoning condition. Okay? You cannot DD Crow Grapha from doing his summoning condition. That's just a big no-no. That's the thing Dark World players should especially know. That's their boss monster. How do you not know the rulings of your boss monster? Man, I can't believe some duelists these days.
Oh, you didn't know? Your ass better call somebody!
I'm disappointed in you.